guess you got kind of a nice little thing going with against Angelo. How much fun was this past weekend?
It's always fun to play Angelo State, and I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. I mean, I love it when two great teams get to hook up and play in a big rivalry. And we played three great close games, and we were able to blow out one of them. But both of their pitchers threw the ball really well all weekend, and I thought our kids came out and played with a lot of energy. And I thought both Tori and Kylie had some great outings, but Alexis and Chelsea did a great job in the circle for us also. So it was exciting to see good pitching. I was happy the way our offense was opportunistic and created runs, but it's always a good time when we hook up with Angelo.
And these were like the closest games you guys have had this whole season, except that blowout early on Saturday. What was it kind of like having to come back in the later innings?
I think that we're used to that when we play Angelo, that the games are going to be tight and bounce back and forth. So we knew coming in we were going to have to be ready to play 7 innings each time out, and that's good for us. I think sometimes you can get lulled to sleep a little bit in some of the other type of games that we've played, and it's good for us to have to play those games all the way through because we've got a tough weekend coming up, and the rest of the way out, conference weekends are all going to be tough the further we get into the season.
Do you think that with how you guys have swung the bats this season, by having a couple of having a couple of 2-1 wins, sent a message to everyone to say, hey, we're not just swinging the bats, we've got a couple of aces as well?
Exactly. I think that everybody wants to talk about our offense all the time, and we've spent a lot of time talking to our pitchers about. They have to establish their identity. And, Kylie Halbert's 12-0. She leads the conference in wins and has really had some outstanding games for us. And, what Tori does coming out of the bullpen has been, lights out lately. But also, Alexis Alfonso's had some really great starts in the 4th spot in our rotation. It's great to have somebody like her come out on game 2, and they haven't seen her at all. To do what she's done. And then, Chelsea Skipper's had some really good outings. So I'm proud of our pitchers. I think they're doing a great job. They're leading the conference in numbers right now, and I think they're a quality staff. But I do think they get overlooked with our offense at times.
You have a big road trip coming up. You're going to Austin, Texas, and it's non-conference games. Are you kind of happy about having a little break there?
Well, I think that, this time of year it's going to be good to step out and play against a quality opponent. St. Edwards is always a good, solid opponent and tough to play at home. So it's going to be good to go down there and play. Then we follow that up again with a conference road trip. So I think it's going to be a good road trip for us. I think that it's important for us to be able to continue to play well on the road. So hopefully Tuesday we'll get a chance to look at a lot of players. Midweeks are good times to maybe get some other players some at-bats, and hopefully we get a chance to do that, and then leads us into a big conference weekend.
So you guys are still unbeaten. Is that kind of the elephant in the locker room, so to speak, or are you guys kind of embracing that, the unbeaten and the success
2 weeks ago we had a little bit of emotion about it, and we had to have a long talk about, it's okay, if we lose. But at this point, we're not even really talking about the streak anymore. It's we're into conference, and we've got to make sure that we go out and compete and win conference weekends. And, so we've kind of taken our attention off of that and, concentrating more on just one game at a time in each of these 4-game series, because they're a battle. If you win 2 games on Friday, you still got to go out and get at least 1 on Saturday to win the series. So, that's become our focus at this point.